Good day, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Now, tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into. But before we get into all that, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscription button, hit that notification button and bell so we can be notified every time I'm dropping a video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and as always, drop a comment in that comment section. Now, let's get to tonight's video. Like I said in tonight's video, I'm not going to hold you guys for that long, but there are definitely some things I would like to get into, and we're talking about this situation with Rashida Nicole and Gelo Ball. Now, if you guys remember, she is the young lady who was actually married to him. I guess I'm not sure if they're actually divorced now, but they were he was trying to get a divorce. But this is a young lady who he was basically cheating on Miss Nikki baby with. And right after she had their second child, he let us know clear as day with a picture of him and Nicole that these two were an item, they were in a relationship. And then we found out shortly afterwards that she was allegedly pregnant. And then these two got married. And then we found out that, a Jeep that he had gave her as a gift was actually supposed to be somebody else's design. I'm not sure if the young lady didn't have all the money. It was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. But when Miss Nikki came out and was confronting, the situation, she hadn't even really said anything about Nicole. She had just came out and was talking about Gelo and like how wrong it was. They had just took pictures. She just had their second child. Like, what the hell is going on? And he was just like very dry, didn't tell us like that it was something that had been going on. It was an ongoing problem. They had discussed it and she just wants to save face. It wasn't any of those type of conversations. But the conversation that we did get was from Nicole popping on the internet and trying to make it seem like she wasn't a home wrecker and that this had been over. Like, it's you talking. It's not him actually speaking. So, from that whole scenario right there, I did not like her. And I get it. The guys a lot of times will lie and cheat and do whatever, but you have to look at yourself at the end of the day as well. If he's taking pictures and being put on Miss Nikki's, platform and stuff like that, and you see them clearly doing family things, and it's not just because she's pregnant, but you see these photos and stuff, because there are a lot of people who have children or, have someone that is pregnant, and they are just like, no, I'm not taking any pictures with you. Like, no, we're not doing that. And you go ahead and you had the pictures and I'll be there for my child. There are multiple situations where things like this does occur. But in this case, like, they were still taking pictures. We all thought that they were still together. Like, it was just you who knew that they weren't together, allegedly, because you were in the background doing things with him. And maybe he told you that, you guys were really going to go places, but it just crazy to me how she comes out now and she's like, man, the baby has been born, because she was pregnant and the baby has been born, but she's basically expressing how she has had to take care of this child by herself and how he has not been in the picture. But it's like, girl, did you see how you got him? They always say the same way you got him is the same way you lose him. Well, did you see how you got him technically? You got him from another woman, and she was pregnant at the same time, or, just had their baby when all of this was going down. So it's like, what's really going through your brain? Did you think that he was going to be better with you because you guys got married? Just because you guys get married, or just because you think, oh, I got the ring and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm pregnant too, and he really, he didn't even marry her, that doesn't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all. If he's trained or got a brain to do certain things, or this is just, in his DNA, and this is just how he is, this is just how the brother is wired. Until he really changes that himself, then he's going to continue to do the same thing. And you should have been looking out for that. Instead, I thought personally that this is you looking for a payday. You can call me what you want, but there's been a lot of people when, the streets first dropped that you and him were an item. Everybody was like, she's been with hella different celebrity dudes in the industry. So I was like, oh, well, maybe she just one of those. Now, I'm not going to say like, just because you're a person that dates a lot of people in the industry, that makes you like, whatever, because we could say, oh, well, this person only dates, a certain race or a certain whatever. Like, so I don't want to put that necessarily. But when they said that it was hoppity hoppity hop, it was like, oh, sounds like she trying to get a check. That's what it sounded like. And then when I was like, oh, she's getting married, and they said that she got a baby on the way. Okay. And then let's not forget, Gelo Ball did drop that contract and was given multi-millions of dollars. So in my brain, I'm like, yeah, well, it's a big payday, and she got a baby with him now, so she gonna have some money coming in too. And it's just sad and unfortunate because Nikki wasn't looking for all of that. She thought that she had a real relationship going on. She has her own bag, her own money. She didn't need him to take care of anything. That's why we were all invested in it, being like, oh, okay, well, this is actually a decent, cool relationship that actually seems like it's really real. And then we see him pop up with you, and then you want people to feel sad for you because he hasn't seen the baby. And then we just saw that he was out there with Miss Nikki celebrating their baby's, birthday and whatnot. But it's like, you really, really gonna have to continue to do like how you say and stay with your 10 toes down and stay planted. That's what you're gonna have to do to make sure that this baby is taken care of. You knew what you were getting yourself into, but you just wanted to keep, I don't know why people get into that. It's me. It's gonna be different. They're not gonna act like that. They're not gonna say these things when totally, totally it's on that person whether they want to change or not. And obviously he does not want to change. This is just in him. And then especially with him with all this money, if he wasn't gonna change over Nikki, what makes you think he was going to change over you and do anything better? Because he bought you a car? Because y'all got married? Doesn't mean a thing. Y'all drop a comment in that comment section and let me know what y'all think about all of this. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video respectfully.